Hey Rob, um, my name is Steven Medina. I'm here at a rehab center in Pomona, California, um, sending you a really random video message of gratitude. But before I get more into that, here's some quick backstory. A little over 10 years ago, he, some random kid from LA sent you an email expressing gratitude and just that you had inspired them a lot and you were their greatest role model. And you were nice enough to respond to that random kid's email. You mentioned that you had even printed it out and posted it on your message board. And you even were nice enough to send that kid a DVD, your workout DVD. Yeah, you know, when DVDs were still a thing. But I was that kid. I was the one who sent you that email. And that email really left a deep impression on me. So now, quickly back to where I am now. Right now, I'm currently again in rehab in Pomona, California. About a month ago, I was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome. It's when your nervous system is attacked by your immune system. So one day I woke up, I was normal, everything was fine. But as the day progressed, I lost control of my body. And by the time I got into the ER, I could no longer use my legs or my arms. And pretty much, I just stopped being a functional human. And so luckily, I will eventually recover. But my life is very, very different now. Um, Again, I can't walk, I can't stand, I can't even put on my shoes. I can barely use my hands to like hold an iPhone. And I'm dependent on people for everything, to eat, to move, to go to the bathroom. And I'm being taught how to sit in a chair and do all the things that I never thought twice about in my life. And it really is a frustrating and confusing, humbling experience. But I guess one of the more, like insane parts is like, so after I had gotten your email and I continued to follow all your progress and your growth into this huge fitness star, that email really jump started a lot of change in my life. I am a really passionate designer, and at that point, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to get into the arts. And I just, watching your videos and all your posts made me really focus on my passion. And I took years and years of art classes to build up my foundation skills like you would in a gym. And I built a portfolio that got me into design school in New York. And so the past 4 years, I decided to leave LA and I moved to New York and study set design for theater. And I graduated as one of the top designers in my class this past May. I mean, my last semester, I was interning with a huge Broadway designer, and he designs the Oscars and a lot of Broadway shows in Dubai, all over the world. And I was this kid that hadn't even graduated college yet, and I was only one of 4 people working in this man's studio. And it was because I really focused and was passionate and just, I helped others. What I see in your videos is they're so selfless. You just want to teach. You just have a passion and you just want to share it with everyone and make everyone better and everyone confident in themselves to pursue whatever it is they want to pursue. It's not necessarily about ever having the great physique. It's just about being the best version of you that you can be. And so I just always watched your videos. I mean, I would have late nights working on models or drafting, and I would just watch your videos because they just like would inspire me, and I got into this habit that whenever I was in a chicken out from taking chances, creative chances, or didn't want to, like, just wanted to sleep in and not do the work, I would just remind myself, what would Rob do? And, I would sleep in, if I was building a set on my own, I would sleep in the theater and live in that theater for days on end until I finished with the set and until it was as perfect as it can be. And I really built up a really strong portfolio and reputation. And I was, graduated in May, started already working right on freelance jobs as soon as I got out. And I had a bunch of like big breakout projects in the works for this year. But then this happened and I didn't really have a choice, but I had to get them all up to recover. And that's really frustrating. And so a lot of the time that I've been in here, I've been stuck in a hospital bed. And it's really frustrating because, again, I had no choice. And there was a lot of times where, I felt like I was grieving, like everything I had worked for, and I love to work. I love to work. I love to paint. I love to build sets. I like to tell stories. And I like just having a passion, getting to wake up and let that passion be my work, my job. I get paid to do that stuff, or it was. And then part of the whole process here has been that mental challenge of having to live day by day and be patient and just hope that I'll recover soon and just be able to walk or sit in a chair on my own or paint again or use my hands and draw again. And I would say that physically sometimes the pain that I've gone through, even with all the pain medicine, it's still unbearable, and there are many nights where I can't sleep or, honestly I've been in tears. So I would fall asleep watching your YouTube videos and I'd be like, or if Rob was in my situation, what would he do? He would keep fighting, he would focus and never give up. And so I just wanted to say thank you, because this whole time you've been a source of optimism to me, not just during this time, which has been probably the hardest challenge of my life, but this past decade. I moved to New York on my own. I took a chance, and it just like really paid off. I'm on a break now till I recover, but I know I'll recover. And every time I'm in the PT gym and getting therapy, I'm so excited to get to progress a little every day. And I look at even my health a lot differently now, and finally, like, everything you preach about health starting to sink in now that I can't really use my body, but I look at my body differently too. And I'm waiting for the day I can put on shoes by myself and clothes by myself and go to a gym on my own. And it might be some time before that, but I just want to say thank you for being, again, my deepest role model for all aspects of my life. And I don't know, I honestly just wouldn't be here or be in this mindset, and taking this nice sunny day as a gift. And I just want to say I've always been rooting for you. You have the best physique of all time, but you're even a better mentor and a better teacher, and I think that's important that you know that. That I appreciate what you do, and I always will. And I know that hopefully someday I'll meet you and thank you in person. Hopefully someday I can train with you. Hopefully someday I continue to learn from you in person. But I just want to say thank you so much. And so my name is Steven Medina, Maybe you still have that email that I sent you, maybe you don't. But now you have this video, and I just wanted to say thank you. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, as cheesy as that sounds, but you know, um, something like this really changes your mentality, and for him to change from a normal person to a person unable to walk within a matter of hours changes your perspective a lot about life and how you can communicate to people. And I just don't want to wait anymore to just tell people how I feel. And I just, again, just to let you know, I'm your number one supporter, number one cheerleader, and just thank you. I can't say it enough. I owe you so much more than I could ever pay you back with. So have a nice day. Enjoy the sun. Get some masks, and all the best.